and utilize today because we won't have rain to worry about during the day, and it's going to end up mild. The January thaw is taking over again as temperatures will be warming well into the 40s. We're already in the 30s in most spots and like into the 30s. Downtown already close to 40 degrees. This is above lows. We should be in the low mid 20 range, and that's not happening. And we're seeing some calm to really light winds. So the one thing this morning is that there could be some areas of fog as you're leaving. Just be aware of it. It's not going to be where, you know, we're talking wall to wall because there is some breeze like downtown. Visibility is at 10 miles and perfection. But then in our east and west suburbs and even inland around Worcester, it's reduced slightly at this point. So we'll keep an eye on it. We will. And those are just reporting sites. So it's not to say in your neighborhood. Let us know, by the way. You know, keep us posted on social media if you're running into some dense fog, and we'll be sure to get that information along. 36 is where we should be for the high, and most of you are there. 23, that's where we should be for the low, and you're not there. 70 is the record high for today. So although we're going to be close to 50, we're not touching any kind of record high. What we are touching, though, is some really mild air, and look at all of this just mild January bliss. But if you're saying, no, not for me, I want it cold, I want it seasonal, I want it snowy, that's going to be a part of the 7-day forecast too. So we've got a lot to talk about. Today is just kind of a quiet in between as we're expecting our front to continue to approach, thus the cloud cover ahead of it and the very mild air. Not that we won't have a peak or two of sunshine here and there today. It'll try, you know, A for effort, but overcast skies and patchy fog is definitely going to win the equation today. The showers are to our west, and it'll be initially just a rainy weather event to talk about before we get to the snow. So let's get into sort of the nitty-gritty here on your National Design Mart forecast. And as we move along through today, it's dry. Spotty shower chances this afternoon and extremely isolated, so it's not going to really have any impact on lunch plans or driving home from work or after school or practices and things like that. But then we get into the after midnight range. We see some showers, I mean, most certainly leading up to midnight, but they're still pretty scattered. And then even for tomorrow morning's commute, it's looking like it'll be scattered before it comes down pretty heavy. And we do get into this time frame of a soaker. Looks like tomorrow afternoon at 2 is going to be pouring rain. Front moves through. Behind it, on your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook, we've got a snowy Friday on our hands. Now, this is not like snowstorm 2023, but we are going to pick up about 1 to 3 inches of snow, and I think a lot of you will be happy about that throughout the course of Friday. And then we'll keep it on the ground for the weekend, Dave. We'll melt it away next week. By Tuesday, we're close to 50 again.
Here we go. The timing on Friday, though.
Yeah, well, it looks like at this point it's going to be scattered throughout this morning hours, so we'll be talking about it, and then through the day it'll be pretty steady.
All right, so maybe some sledding and some skiing this weekend.
For sure.
Holly, thank you.